Stone 40 right, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, arcing stand 8. EC639, taxi uniform, holding point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, EC639.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, that's going to be a standard pushback and start of the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will call either reject or continue. Standard low speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high speed reject in the case of an engine fire or failure, a predictive wind shear warning, or if there is any other condition that makes the aircraft unable or unsafe to take into the air. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking, verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, apply maximum reverse thrust, verify the extension of the speed brake and bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the parking brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist and evaluate our options. If you could monitor my actions, make the standard rejected takeoff calls, including any abnormalities you observed before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedure. We will climb to the MSA and track clear of the local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. Okay, all going well. The departure routing will be via the assigned SIP, complying with our published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Flight directors are on, mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set, the NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Birds are in the area, so we will see and avoid as best as we can. Any questions, comments or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Correct, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction.
Yeah, no further height restrictions, and 74's on.
And also right, report passing 2,500 feet.
Full code 4's on.
Hello.
Morning.
Welcome aboard. Hello.
Stone 40 right, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, arcing stand 8. Electric 43, vacate right at Foxtrot.
X2, starts approved, temperatures at 9, the QNX is 1009, runway 27.
Metric 43, proceed to Sierra.
Pre-flight checklist, please.
Okay, pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
And tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal auto. Window heat on. Pressurization mode selector auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 171. Altimeter 996.
Checked. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cutoff.
And the pre-flight checklist is complete.
Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Fuel 7.5 tons. Pumps on. Passenger signs on. Windows
Locked.
locked. MCP.
V2 is 165. Heading 350. Altitude flight level 350.
Checked. Takeoff speeds.
V1 is 126. VR is 132. V2 is 144.
Checked. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder at aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
And that's the before start checklist completed to the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome aboard this Boeing 737 from the flight deck.
So 42 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, the line.
Sam 25 Sierra, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19. Vacate right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor, stand 5, 448.
Before start checklist below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision lights on. Before start checklist complete.
Ground mandate X4058. Request startup and pushback. Mandate X4058. Startup and pushback approved. Roger, mandate X4058.
Correct there, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction.
Head up at the height restriction, 7 pulls on.
So that would go past 2,500.
Go pulls on.
Locking gear.
Stone 40 right, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Start engine 2.
Starting 2. Oil press.
Beneath the seat in front of you. If you are seated in the front row or the row next to the overwing exit, please keep these areas clear during takeoff and landing. Pulling the strap.
Subject 2 is not approved. Temperatures at 9 Unix 1009
If there is a drop in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will deploy from a panel above your head. Remain seated and pull the mask down towards you to activate the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold the elastic band over your head and breathe in your ear. At this time, by pressing the elastic band,
And start a cutter.
Start engine 1.
Starting 1.
Set parking brakes.
then check the identification at S1. Two at the back, two at the front, and 4
Oil press.
Engine 43 proceeds
front and rear exit doors. Pull the lever in the direction of the arrow. From the base,
Unlocking gear.
if the flight fails to pull the camera, replace the flight.
Tow truck disconnected. Live has been removed.
Still under the car in a sitting position. If there is a lack of electrical power, the emergency power light or is cut into the exit. Your light tank is not under the seat. In the unlikely event that the aircraft should land on water, remove the light vest from its house and place the vest over your head.
And start a cutter.
Right is clear.
Victor, parking stand 8.
Flaps 5.
The light vest at the exit by pulling both red caps firmly downwards. The light vest can also be inflated by blowing into the red tube on the front of the vest. A light is provided for attracting attention. If a light vest is worn by a small child, it's one tap only to inflate the vest. Smoking is not needed anywhere in the aircraft.
Flight controls check. Full left. Full right. Center.
Check.
Full up. Full down. Center.
Check.
Taxi uniform 1.
Full left. Full right. Center.
Check.
V4 taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto, engine start switches continuous, recall checked, auto brake, RTO, engine start levers,
Shielding fastened, your seat back is in the upright position with the armrest down and your window blind is
Idle detent.
flight controls,
Checked.
dispatch clearance,
Checked.
before taxi checklist complete.
Thank you for
Ground
your
and
attention.
AX4058 request taxi. And AX4058 taxi via Charlie Yankee to runway 35. By Charlie Yankee to runway 35 and AX4058.
Clear on the left.
Clear on the right.
my vacate next right, enter the apron of Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
427 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 Mike.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye.
Sam 250, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19. Vacate right into the apron of Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor stand 5, 448.
Direct Bay, just crossing the control zone behind me now, no height restriction. Cleared over the height restrictions on turn
V4 takeoff checklist.
Flaps.
2005.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
6.0 unit.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Touchdown 409, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Tower, and Dave X4058 at runway 35, request takeoff. And X4058, contact tower on 118.8. 118.8, and Dave X4058. Tower, and Dave X4058 at runway 35, request takeoff. And Dave X4058, line up runway 35. Lining up runway 35, and Dave X4058.
Before takeoff procedure.
Check. Just so you know, the cabin is still not secure.
mandate X4058, wind 310 and 20, runway 35, clear for takeoff, runway 35, mandate X4058.
Set takeoff thrust.
Thrust set. 80 knots.
Checked.
V1.
V1.
Rotate.
V2.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Departure mandate X4058, passing 900 for flight level 60.
X4058 via NEX India 4 Charlie, climb to flight level 60.
Cleared by AMAT EX India 4 Charlie, departure climbing to flight level 60, mandate X4058.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
X4058, climb to flight level
Flaps up.
20.
Flaps up.
Climbing to flight level 200, mandate X4058.
Roger, SEYGA, with you passing flight level 88 for 4,000.
SEYGA identified. Descend to 4,000.
Descending to 4,000, SEYGA.
Transition.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine blades on. Packs auto. Landing gear up and off. Flaps up and no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Are you happy to release the cabin crew?
Yes.
Check.
Set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 091 now.
Check. Yes.
Check. You okay to release the cabin?
Maintaining flight level 108 on standard.
Checked.
Contact Malmo on 118.0.
118.0, man, Bay X4058. Malmo, man, Bay X4058. With you, passing flight level 160 for flight level 200.
NAX4058. Roger, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, man, Bay X4058.
What is that, wings 086 is apron. It's running right for side of Brooklyn. Exactly.
Malmo Control Alpha Papa Victor Quebec Golf with you at flight level 370.
GPVQG. Roger.
Ja? Ja, det är bra. Bönskärd längs Norwegian plats Richard November.
The final vehicle.
Okay. What will you do, but what are you going to do? Go ahead. Thank you. Vector car 14978. Doing 306 from Vector 14978.
Malmo KLM 1110, with you with flight number 350.
KLM 1110. Roger.
Good afternoon, right now, you're on 728 out of 1104 140.
Johanna 728, check your frequency, this is Cologne Tower again.
Yeah, we got frequency for radar 12495.
So that's 12497 here.
Malmo Centre, Ryanair 742 with you at flight level 320.
7423. Roger.
Malmo Control Niner with you at flight level 3409.
Roger.
360 euro for postcode Frankfurt. Weiter. Left descent Alpha 7, ground 12172, tschüss.
Left descent Alpha 7 and ground 12172.
to level.
Super, could it continue? Aircraft behind the Airbus continues to.
You have control?
I have control.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again a very warm welcome from the flight deck. We have just reached our cruising altitude and we hope you enjoy your stay on board with us.
1025 star. Goodbye. Alles klar, dann mal los.
Okay, I'll give you the report.
Where do you accept Alpha 1 intersection? Thank you for having Territory 106. Would you accept Alpha 1 intersection? Come on, 1 intersection. Altitude 089 and 1.855, time to go.
November Alpha X-ray 4058. Roger, proceed on course.
You on that Dave X4058.
Easy 402 with a good rate of descent, eastbound, flight level 80. Good rate of descent, flight level 80, easy 402.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flap 39. Final approach fixed altitude is 1500 feet. Decision altitude is 400 feet. Missed approach altitude is 3000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We will be arriving at a gate. Birds are in the area, so we will see and avoid as best as we can. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Are you requesting a high level at this time?
Negative for the moment.
Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your captain speaking again. We are just about to reach our top of descent, so therefore I would like you to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Once again, thank you very much for choosing our airline, and we hope to see you again on board one of our aircraft soon. I have control.
You have control.
Descent checklist, please.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 250 feet. We call checked. Auto brake off. Landing data.
VREF 142 minimums 400 feet.
Checked. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Mandate X4058. Request to descend.
November Alpha X-ray 4058. Descend and maintain flight level 340.
Descend to flight level 340. Mandate X4058.
Stockholm Centre, Ryanair 742 tree. With you passing flight level 240 for flight level 190. Ryanair 7423. Roger, descend and maintain flight level 190. Descending to flight level 190. Ryanair 742 tree. X-ray 4058. Descend and maintain flight level 240.
Descend to flight level 240. Mandate X4058.
Weekday Carnival 200, level by Mayfield. 200 level Mayfield is 085. Blue Star 373, your weekday Carnival 240, level 30 before begin. Weekday Carnival 240, level 30 before begin, Blue Star 373. Thank you. 0876, go direct to Jetlink. 0876, call London control 120.17, goodbye.
Accommodation Rock 651 is with you, direct to goal level 350.
Rock 651, thank you, maintain level 350.
Roger. Easy 1573, climb and maintain flight level 270. Climb into flight level 270, easy 1573. November Alpha X-ray 4058, descend and maintain flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, mandate X4058.
Stockholm Control 807 with you at flight level 350.
807 Roger.
United 929 to 1, flight level 8 today. Flight level 80, United 929.
Stockholm, SAS 690, with you, passing flight level 320 for flight level 370.
Scandinavian 690, identified, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climbing to flight level 370, SAS 690.
Okay, 850, continue to descend flight level 90.
Flight level 90 and 850.
Yeah, this is 3 Bravo, right, 7070.
Right, 70, Bravo.
Afternoon London, Britannia 157 Alpha out of 2000 feet on a constant departure. Only 157 Alpha, full out in 7710. 7710 coming up. Maybe 90, speed 220 knots.
220 knots, Canadian 90.
Good afternoon, UK 49, Livemap, level 350 towards Prepar. UK 49, Livemap, good afternoon, direct mainfield now, below to Quebec. Mainfield below to Quebec, 49 minutes.
Juliet, contact London 131.12, bye-bye.
London 131.12, leave it 3 Juliet, bye.
Descent to 4568, descent flight level 100. Look at the 4568, descent 100.
Crew, prepare for landing.
So 26 Bravo, thank you, maintain 350, number 2 Bravo, Gatwick.
X-ray 4058, cleared via the November India Lima Uniform 2 Mike arrival.
Cleared by Lima, Uniform 2 Mike Command, Dave X 4058.
New Zealand 1 turn left heading 34 today. 340 and is on 1. Seabird 12 November turn right heading 36 today, flying flight level 100. Head north, climb flight level 100, Stephen 1 to November. Shuttle 2 Golf, radar heading 36, dead end further flying 5 miles. Landing, please occurs, Shuttle 2 Golf.
Request man, uniform 1 Juliet, man, Dave X4058.
November Alpha, X-ray 4058. Continue via the arrival, expect ILS, approach runway 01 left.
Continue by man, uniform 1 Juliet, expect ILS, approach runway 01 left, man, Dave X4058.
Right, 408, contact Essex radar 12062, goodbye. 12062, runway 408, bye now. Flight 914 down, descend, flight level 110. Flight level 110, 914 down. Climb flight level 170. Climb flight level 170, minimum 7163. Let's dig in now, please, and indicated airspeed now at 280 knots, please. Direct to begin and 280 knots, 167
November Alpha, X-ray 4058, descend and maintain flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100, man, Dave X4058. Approaching level 330, requesting 370 with the cruise.
3 November Lima, climb flight level 370.
370, middle 3 November Lima.
Easy 142, contact London 131.12, goodbye. 13112, easy 142, bye now. Air Canada 69, climb flight level 310.
Clear up to 310, Canada 69.
Air Canada 69, what's your requesting level at this time?
310 initially for Air Canada 69.
That's copy.
November Alpha, X-ray 4058, descend and maintain flight level 100, contact Sweden control on 123.75.
Descend to flight level 100, 123.75, man, Dave X4058.
Good afternoon, Speedbird 715 Quebec, 475, information X-ray, flying up towards Biggin, descending flight level 100.
Approach, man, Dave X4058 with you, passing flight level 130 for flight level 100. X4058, continue via arrival, set ILS, approach runway 01 left. Continue by man, uniform 1 Juliet, expect ILS, approach runway 01 left, man, Dave X4058. X4058, continue via arrival. Continue by Livemap, uniform 1 Juliet, Dave X4058.
Stupid 817, can maintain 4,000 feet, establish on the localizer, but just checking now with radar 1204. Roger, 1204 to that. Seabird 12 November, turn left heading 330. Left head 330, Seabird 12 November. Ryanair 408, do you want to come back and see? Right, Ryanair 408, yes, come back to 250 knots if not already, and descend flight level 8 today. Descend flight level 80, we're at 250 knots, Ryanair 408. Uniform, please head altitude 6,060, go 91019 at about 6,060, 91019, if you go 903 uniform.
Cabin secure.
Hello London, transit 82, descending to flight level 200, heading 150. 150, 150. Okay, down 150 to level 50, perimeter, check.
Approach checklist.
Altimeter
999.
999. Approach checklist complete.
So good morning, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, runway 27 left. 4,000 feet runway 27 left, going to Victor 5, man range.
Localizer alive.
Ascend maintain 2,500. Then 2,500 and Dave X4058.
Glide slope alive. Five there.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1. Transition.
Left 110, segment 607.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing. Thank you. And cabin is seated.
Second Avian 1501, speed 220 knots. 220 now, Alpha 2. To the 941, descend flight level 80. Descend level 80 to the 941.
Gear down. Flaps 15.
Negative, we're above the max flap speed.
Prepar trade 9 radio, 8 miles, go to speed 180.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15, speed break up.
Radar, good morning, India 112, 210 knots. India 112, landing 27 left, range 20 miles. India 112, Prepar trade 9 radio, turn right, heading 190.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
F2 ticks, 16, maintain present altitude. Maintain present altitude at SAS 2616. X4058, slowed final approach speed, ascend and maintain 2,500, cleared ILS, approach runway 01 left. Reducing the final approach speed, descend 2,500, cleared ILS, approach runway 01 left, and Dave X4058.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flap 30, green light.
Landing checklist complete.
Jet 1337, your range now 18 miles, can you manage that range? Thanks very much, how about the shower on final for the 1327?
Lufthansa 4611, just hold position at the airborne time 51.
Tower and Dave X4058 on final.
NAX4058, clear to land runway 01 left, cloaked at 120, QNH 9er.
Cleared to land runway 01 left, reducing the final approach speed, man. Dave X4058.
Cleared.
Checked.
Time unit 4185, expect to take off 27 left and 7, wind at 340 degrees 12. 7823, stay on the right after copy 737, depart line up 27 left.
$2,500.
Speedbird 676, contact London 118.82.
1882, good day, 676.
Runway.
One is Speedbird 296, 27 left, 6 number 1.
SAS 2616, float at 135. Speed to 135 up. SAS 2616.
Final approach fix. Height is checked. Mid approach altitude set.
Crosshair 821, clear takeoff 27 right, wind 260 degrees 4 knots.
Stable.
So 05 micro takeoff 210 degrees 18.
Clear takeoff 05 mile wrong.
Base 630 entered apron of Victor, park stand 8.
Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums.
Landing.
Checked.
Contact London 133.17.
133.17.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed break up. Reverse as normal.
Contact London 119.77.
And 60 knots.
Check.
4058, gate is right. Contact ground level 121.
Auto brake disarmed.
Check.
8X4058.
Touchdown 40 right, vacate next right, entered apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Okay to clean up.
Checked. Master caution anti-ice.
Check.
Ground mandate X4058 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
NA X4058. Taxi via Yankee to Terminal 1 Gate Charlie 37.
Via Yankee to Terminal 1 Gate Charlie 37 mandate X4058.
Ground Iberia 3315. Request start up and pushback. Iberia 3315. Start up and pushback approved. Approved. Iberia 3315.
Ground Scandinavian 161, ready to taxi.
SAS 161. Taxi via Zulu Sierra Yankee 1 to runway 01 left.
Taxi to runway 01 left via taxiways to Sierra Yankee 1, Scandinavian 161.
Ground Iberia 3315. Request taxi. Iberia 3315. Taxi via Delta Sierra Yankee 1 to runway 01 left. Via Delta Sierra Yankee 1 to runway 01 left. Iberia 3315.
Vacate next right to the apron of Victor, parking stand
8. SAS 161. Hold your position.
Roger, hold position. Scandinavian 161.
Agent 43, proceed to Sierra.
SAS 161. Continue taxi.
Roger, Scandinavian 161.
That's 3 minutes.
Taxi uniform 1 flight Alpha 2, 4 Alpha 2, 4 meters. Vacate right at Foxtrot. Direct Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction.
Cleared over the height restrictions on 740. And 40 right, report past 2,500 feet. We'll go for 40.
Lights and doors.
Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check, thank you. Doors disarmed, APU on the bus.
Vacate right into the apron of Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor, stand 5, 448.
So 42 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
427 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye.
Tap 25 clear, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Ground SAS 637, request taxi.
SAS 637, taxi via Zulu Sierra Yankee 1 to runway 01 left.
Via Zulu Sierra Yankee 1 to runway 01 left. SAS 637.
Tombstone 40 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 8. Tombstone 40 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 8.
Ground SAS 1016, request taxi.
Shut down checklist, please.
Fuel pumps off, Prepar off, hydraulic panel set, flaps up, parking brake,
Zulu Sierra Yankee
set,
engine start levers,
cut off,
weather radar,
off,
shut down checklist complete.
Patriot 43, proceed to Sierra.